Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this Oracle card reading for the week of June 30th. This is an incredible celebratory week, I guess. It's not a weekend. But for some, it could be an extended long weekend or going into a long weekend. Today, in fact, is Canada Day, July 1st. And so, hello to all my Canadian friends, and also hello to all my American friends who will be celebrating their July 4th on Friday. So, this week is it's got its own, vibrant energy, kind of a lot of uh, busy, a lot of busy energy. And just, it's also kind of like the official first week of summer. And, the kids are out of school now and everything. But I'm going to take a look and see what the spirit guides have to say for the collective. And so please take the information that works with you and speaks to you and resides with you. This message in parts could really speak to you, and the parts that don't, that's okay. Leave them where they are. So for today, I'm also using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms from Colette Baron Reed. I'm using her cards today, and I'm also using the Angel Answer cards. They're absolutely beautiful, from Radley Valentine. So that is kind of the cards that we are going to use today. And right now, okay, so I also have another deck of cards that speaks as well, and that is to the past life cards, Doreen Virtue and Brian L. Weiss. So for some reason, it is the past lives cards that we want to use first. So let's see what the spirit guides for the collective. They've got a message for somebody out here. I hope if you are using this as part of your long weekend, that you're just heading off the long weekend. I hope you've had an amazing time, and if you're looking forward to a long weekend, I hope that this is that it's a great weekend for you. Okay, so I actually got, interestingly, quite a few. This is very interesting. Okay, so I ended up getting 5 cards that have a message to reach out to somebody out here, that they need to hear these messages because they are activated from your past lives. The first card that kind of jumped out, and the first 4 cards, they actually came out as one bundle. So interestingly enough, they're all very closely related. So the first one that I got was food and hunger. And And I'm getting the feeling for somebody out there, somebody is feeling like there's a little bit, interestingly enough, that you have enough, but you don't have everything that you want from this card, from this interpretation. That, the cup, the bread is sitting there and it's on top of the cup and it's blocking the cup, is that you do have enough. There's something that you feel like you need more. You feel like you need more, but somehow it's telling you, it's reminding you that you have enough. You don't have to keep striving and striving and striving. You have everything you need. The next card that came up is the farm. Now, for something along that is that, and it kind of ties in with this food and this hunger, is that the simplicity of it is, you have everything that you need and it's nearby. And it could be that you need to go back to what is simple. Something is calling you back. The farm is telling me of a simpler time. That things have become too complicated and you need to go back to the life of just the farm, of every day, working with your own two hands, working with the animals, working with nature, and that you will have enough. That if you know where your food is coming from, something is telling me that someone needs to hear that they need to go back to the basics. You've gotten so ahead of yourself that you've forgotten where life begins. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And the next card that I got was Greco-Roman. Now, the Romans were a very strong people, but again, it's telling, there is a serious message here for someone that it's time to go back. You need to be revisiting your roots. There's something very important in your past that you have either not known about, or you need to rely on the past of your own history. There's something you need to relearn that you have forgotten, and it's your heritage, it's your history. And the guides and the spirits are telling me that you're moving so far away and you're forgetting the simple things, and you're forgetting that you have enough. Now, interestingly also about this, the Greco-Roman, they were a very, very strong people. And I'm getting the feeling that you have to remember your own inner strength. That you come from a place of strength. And you need to return to that place of strength. Because that is where you will find your strength again. An interesting one is leaving or traveling. And this was the last of the 4 that came out, all in one bundle. You're not where you're meant to be. It's time to move on. And I'm really getting that message that you are reminded that you have enough. You need to go back in time, not going forward, to go back to a simpler time. You came from a simpler place. And it's time to go revisit those values, those strengths, because that's where your safety is. And it's time for you to depart there. It's time for you to travel to that location. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. The last card that kind of came out, and it came out by itself, is vows. Is vows. So a promise that somewhere was made in the past. A promise that you have forgotten that you've made, or a vow that you were to take care of something in the past. And that's interesting to me because these past lives, even that, it makes sense that it's time for you to return. And it was the time that you promised someone that you wouldn't forget. That you wouldn't forget where you came from. And you have forgotten. And so it's calling you back. It's calling you back to simplicity. That climbing the ladder and being in the rat race, that's breaking a promise you made somewhere along that way. So that is very interesting that one came about to tell you to slow down, tell you to return to where you came from, and remember that you have enough. You have everything that you need within your two hands. Within your two hands. Interesting. So I'm going to move to the Angel Answers deck. That seems to be where I'm drawn to go next, which is this beautiful deck. And I love this one because usually they have a lot to say. The spirits have a lot to say, and I love it when they do. And apparently just one popped right out here. I love this deck more so because it's very direct. I love this. Woo, okay, and you as well. Okay. Let me just see if anybody else anything else wants to pop out and tell me what they want. No? Okay. I guess that's definitely is, enough, interestingly. Okay. Okay. So, interestingly enough, okay. You got 5 cards were kind of jumped out of this deck, and so it's interesting. The spirits have a very deep message, and they want to really share. And this message is not negative in any way, but they're caring and they love you, and somebody needs a little nudge and a little push, that they're wondering, they're sitting at a crossroads, someone out there that I'm talking to right now, and Spirit knows that you're sitting in a crossroads right now over what it is that and what direction you should go. So the first one, easy enough, or simple enough, I should say, easier for me to say than to do. This one was the first one that popped out, and that is choose a new direction. So there's something that you might be wondering about, and maybe just something is not working the way that you think it should, or the way that you had planned that it should. And so Spirit is guiding you to say, choose a new direction. What you're doing isn't working, so pivot. Pivot a little bit. But right after that is that the situation's going to improve. Once you choose a different direction, you're gonna see a huge improvement, because the situation is going to, it's just waiting for you. Your spirits are waiting for you to just get into better alignment. Choose and pivot, and it's okay. That's what they're saying. It's okay to change the direction you're going in. They want you to, and it will be better for you. And then the situation will greatly improve. And during this time, it's hugely important that you're staying positive. Remain positive. It's not a failure when you choose a different direction, and that is what the spirits are telling me, is that somebody needs to hear. Changing a direction is not a failure, because you're given the gift of being able to pivot and move. You're not a tree. You can get up and you can move and you can make different decisions. And the spirits are telling you, choose a different way. If something's not working, and it's not working the way that you want it to, it's okay. They're telling you, it's great, it's okay, we're cheering for you. Choose your different direction. Your situation is going to improve, and don't get hard on yourself. Remain positive. Look at it as a new opportunity. This is the 1st of July, new month, new opportunities, new way to do things. Something else is coming that is even better than what you thought. Your next one is to communicate clearly, because you're all over the map. It's telling you what you want and the direction you want to go in. Is you need to communicate clearly where you want to go, what you want to do. And for somebody, it's business. And for someone, it's personal. It's a different, and it could be a business partner or a romantic partner, that you need to talk to them clearly. No beating around the bush. No running around in circles and hoping that you're being understood. Now, I'm interested in this card because it's a straight up no. And it came separate, interestingly. It came separately from the cards that I just pulled, from choosing a new direction. And I just got that, I just got that feeling that can I still do what I'm doing and just kind of reimagine it? No. They're telling you to go in a completely different direction. And that's very interesting, because that was immediately what is that somebody is out there, they're hearing this and they're questioning, if I just make one or two adjustments to the path that I'm on, can I just keep going, keep going, keep going? And here's your sign. Your sign is saying no. It's time for something different. But I'm also being, interestingly, I'm also being called to pull another card that is to go with that one. I know how hard it is when you pour your life into something. Woo! When you pour your life into something and it's not working. So interesting. Excuse me. Interesting what came out. I love these. I was looking for one card, and actually 4 decided that what it is, interestingly. So the person who is not sure that maybe if they just tweaked 1 or 2 things, it could still work. And your card is saying not only no, but even that, it's unlikely. It will not unfold the way that you are looking at it. And that's why they're saying choose a new direction, choose something else. And so it's interesting that when you pivot, you want a definitive, you want, okay, if I do this, if I change the direction, if I stop what I'm doing and I change direction. It's interesting because the cards that came back is a success. This is to tell you your new direction will have a much bigger success. And you already know what that other direction is. It's gnawing at your heart. It's coming up through your mouth. You want to go in that other direction, but you started in that one and it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything for you. And so your guides are saying, it's time. And here's your signs. It is a hard no the way you're going. It's not working. Even with a few little tweaks, it's very unlikely. But when you move to what you know would be better, or if you still got that little grain in your heart, it's also telling you to listen. Listen to it. Because it's telling you that you're going to have success. That yes, they are behind you. And this is a hard yes. You know what it is that you need to do and the pivot you need to make. And even though it scares the bejesus out of you, the guides are telling you, the spirit, the angels, your angels are telling you, yes, Do that thing. Do the thing that's in your heart. Do it. And that not only that, but you will see much bigger. It'll be bigger than your life, than you had ever dreamed of about a year from now. So you make that pivot. You make that change in direction. You do. I'm getting chills. So this is, wow. Someone out there knows that they're on the path where they just keep struggling. And the angels and guides are telling you right now, make that move, make that change, stop doing what you're doing and make the change. And you will have such an improved situation. And the guides are telling you that when you make that change and complete change, not just a few tweaks, a complete change from what you're doing, when you get yourself clear, when you tell yourself and you talk to the people that you know you need to talk to, communicate clearly. And then you've got this. It's a hard yes. It is a huge success. And you will see a massive turnaround a year from now. Those are all so exciting, and so somebody needed this. And I am so grateful to have had the opportunity to share these with you, and for you to take what it is you wish to take, what resonates with you, what means something to you, and just leave the rest behind. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. And this oracle card reading for the collective is for the week of June 30th, going right through until July 5th. Have yourself a wonderful celebratory week this week, everyone. And I'll talk to you next week. Much love. I love you. If you have any questions, comments, or want more information, just drop me a question in the comments section. I will be sure to answer you. And if this resonated with you, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to show up, and don't forget to turn your notifications on. I would love to show up in your inbox every week so that you don't miss anything. And if you know that somebody needs to hear this message, share it. Please go ahead. Sharing is, caring. It's love. Absolutely. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed week. And I am Juanita with Coaching with Juanita, and your oracle card reader. Have a wonderful day. Bye.